Welcome back to the AlphaCars service department. Today we have this 2014 Toyota FJ Cruiser, a very cool vehicle, by the way. We have one in the shop. We're doing some exterior refinishing. As you can see, we're kind of in the middle of refinishing some of the exterior plastic trims. And we're doing an underbody treatment to correct any of the surface rust and then prevent further rust happening down the line. So follow along with this video and you'll see how we transform this FJ Cruiser. So first, I'm going to put on your screen some pictures to view of the original underbody condition when we did our rust evaluation. You can see in these pictures there's some surface rust. Some of it goes a little deep in some of the areas. So definitely if this was left for a few more years, it would really compromise the integrity of some of these parts and really degrade the value of the vehicle as well, because these FJ Cruisers are sought after and they are really, really cool vehicles. You don't see them that often. So next what we did is we cleaned off all that loose rust, detailed the underbody, and now what I'm about to show you, I'm going to lift this up so we can get under our kind of plastic protection here from this exterior work. So I'm going to lift it up and then we'll take a look at the step we're at right now, which we've applied the rust converting primer. So any kind of little bits of surface rust that are left over, this primer kills that rust, stops it from progressing, and allows then an underbody protective treatment to be applied. So let's take a look at that. And now that we're under the FJ, we can check out the underbody. We can see it's being prepped to have the rust preventative treatment applied. So still in the process. This is during lunchtime right now. The technician's on lunch. We can see the exhaust and other components are being protected from the treatment possibly getting on it and kind of being stinky. So we can see this orange, this rust converting primer I talked about. So we can really see how much of the underbody of this was kind of rusty. And now it's all being corrected. And if you notice too, this front metal skid plate, there is a hole in it. Rust did eat its way through there. This unfortunately is very common on these FJs, and this we just recommended to just replace this panel because there's really no fixing that, and it's kind of a thin gauge as well, so it'd be kind of not too cost efficient to try and fix that. Easier just to buy a new panel. So that is being replaced. You can see even the backing plates of the rotors are coated. We see these are the body mounts. So this vehicle just came in for an underbody inspection, and then the customer opted to have us do our full treatment to really prolong the life of this FJ and really keep the value of the vehicle as well for the long run. You see the frame rails. So this is really the lengths we go here at AlphaCars to protect vehicles that we care about and really do it the right way. You can even see all the way up in here on the engine mounts up there, engine mount brackets that are on the frame. Those are all coated as well and will be protected. So now that we've had a good look around our underbody as it's being prepped for our rust preventative treatment application, Dimitri will have the next segment explaining what's going on the exterior.
We're also working on the exterior of the vehicle to make it beautiful. There was a lot of gouges and dings and fading on the plastic components. The bumper was nearly, I would say, almost destroyed. So the restoration took place on this side of the bumper, still being worked on. And all the flares, they got cleaned up and prettied up. So we're getting this ready for the finished coating on the exterior plastic components.
We're making great progress on the FJ. We've done our first couple of coats of paint on all the exterior trim. Just taking a look at how nice that looks. This isn't even the final product. And this is a plastic specific paint that's meant to bond with it. So it has great longevity and durability. The rear corners of the bumper here, these have been primed and they're going to be sanded the next workday and then painted. Taking a look at the front bumper, we remember what that looked like. Looks factory fresh now. And we see this lower piece right here is removed. This piece that Dimitri had shown us that was almost kind of destroyed. We do have a brand new one of these. Once again, the customer, we recommended you to just replace that panel, and that's what the customer is doing. So we have a new panel to put on there. Let's talk about progress on the FJ Cruiser here. I do have it up in the air so we can check out the underbody, but just look at the bumper. We've got that new piece snapped in. They've all been refinished. All the exterior trim has been refinished. Checking out the rear bumper. Even the tow hitch. Everything looking factory fresh. So now checking out the underbody, we just finished our hard wax application. We still have a little bit of the shielding plastic on the exhaust that the technician's going to remove. But remember what this looked like before, all that primer with those areas that had some light surface rust? Well, that is all covered now and sealed away. And this skid plate with that rust damage, we are replacing that, so there might be a little bit of the hard wax spray on there, but that is still being replaced, but we sprayed over some of it just to make it look a little better for the time being. Taking a look at the frame rails. The rear axle. Our frame cross member, all protected now from the harsh elements that we experience here in New England. And going over to our workbench here, we can see our product. We've used the Hard Wax Plus with our special air sprayer. Welcome to the final segment of this video. The FJ Cruiser, it's on its own weight now on its wheels and tires, and we're in our other showroom at our Boxborough location. Our detailing technician, he did an exterior detail on it, just a wash after all this recon work, because it's a little bit dusty from the shop. So now the owner will get to pick this up, looking like almost they were picking it up for the first time when it was bought new. So really quite amazing. We can see the front of the vehicle here, how nice this trim piece looks now that that's new, and all the refinished plastics. This rag here is just covering the license plate, nothing weird going on there with it. That's why that's there. And it looks like as well I've put on a green sweatshirt to match the FJ Cruiser as well, so I guess that worked out. But now let me grab the camera in hand and we'll just go around this and take a closer look now that it's off the lift and all cleaned up. So now starting at the front, we're just gonna go around the vehicle and check out all the refinished exterior plastics. You can see there's no more damage or fading, even all the way down the kind of splash shields there, all looking very nice. And we see what we can see in the wheel well, the undercoating and the work performed in there. Make our way to the driver's quarter panel. Once again, these splash shields do like to get kind of full of gunk and age pretty quick once all the debris in the road sits on there. So that's awesome to see in like new condition, even the inside of it, which gets even worse over time. Checking out the rear of the vehicle, even the FJ spare tire cover, that was refinished as well. And excuse the blue rag, just covering the rear license plate. The rear bumper and the tow bar. Even peeking underneath, you would never know that this is a 2014. Looks like it was pretty much just built. Looking factory fresh, I like to say. Because obviously we know this is not brand new, but it's very satisfying we can refinish something into like new condition. Checking out our passenger side, plastic trim, the rocker panel. And now we're back at the front of the FJ. I want to thank you for watching this video. If you want something like this done with your vehicle, as I may have stated earlier in this video, there's really nothing we can't tackle here or can't dream up a solution to. So definitely reach out to us, alphacars.com, or give us a phone call. We'd be happy to talk to you. We can see there's a nice Audi S5 right here. There's a Porsche Boxster on the lift above that, and then a Humvee behind all that. We are car enthusiasts here. We love anything motoring related, and that really shows with the type of inventory we choose to refinish and sell and work on, for that matter. So leave a like on this video. Please subscribe so then you don't miss any of the daily motoring content we like to give you. This has been Ian reporting from our Boxborough location, and until next time.